Hey Thunder fans, welcome to another edition of Thunder Insider. I'm your host Gemma Fagan, and with me as usual is your Thunder Radio host Jordan Scardetta. And our very special guest tonight is assistant coach Darin Bryce. So welcome fellas to the show. So let's start things off. We've got a recap of Melbourne. The boys were in Melbourne on the weekend playing the Melbourne Mustangs for a double header. So the Saturday's game, unfortunately things didn't go our way. The boys lost 2-1, but Sunday they rebounded back with a 6-3 win, a very convincing win to be honest with you. But so how do you feel the boys went on the weekend, Darin?
Yeah, it's a mixed story, but that seems to be our season so far. It's we've had some games where we've had to battle back, and we squeezed them out. This game was not to be had. We've had lots of shots, which we're asking our players to get in that first game, but we just, from talking to the players, just couldn't beat the goalie. The goalie was very, very hot. Sunday we had a very different story, obviously, and we saw what we were looking for our players, and that's a bit of a breakout game where they had a bit of adversity. We lost Jessica to suspension early in the game, and then the game just turned around for us. I think the guys dug deep, and that seems to be a bit of the theme I think we've had this year so far.
So, and Michael Dorr actually set a record for the Australian Ice Hockey League with 3 short-handed goal hat-trick. So
and 4 short-handed goals for the team in the game, which is equal to an AIHL record as well. So it was a strange old game. Spent a lot of time on the penalty kill, gave the Mustangs 8 power play opportunities, and we were able to capitalise on the penalty kill 4 times to put the puck in the back of the net, and then 2 power play goals as well to go with that. So the special teams had a really good night. Hasn't been the strength of the Thunder throughout the year. 5-on-5 players generally carried us really well, but the special teams on Sunday were outstanding. And it was a strange old game because the Mustangs scored 2 power play goals and a 4-on-4 goal. So there was no 5-on-5 goals in the game at all. But yeah, it was one that they'll be happy to get the points in and bounce back, because you're right, Darren, that loss on Saturday. The Thunder probably carried the play for most of it, and then weren't able to come up with the result, so they'll be happy that are able to get a few points on Sunday.
Alright, so now we look ahead to this weekend. So there's still tickets available. You can get them at perththunder.com.au, and you can also get them at the door on the weekends. But they'll be playing the Canberra Brave. So we have a rematch. We've already played them earlier in the season, and that was the weekend that was all over the place. The Saturday game wasn't so bad. It was a 6-2 win for us, but then the Sunday game was a real heart-stopper. We just got through with a 7-6 win. So now the Brave are actually at more full strength than what they were on that weekend. What can we kind of expect to see, John, this time around?
Yeah, well, they're one of the teams that's there or thereabouts as far as finals is concerned, sitting in 4th place at the moment, just behind the North Stars, and they're going to be a tough opponent coming over here. As you said, they were missing a couple of key cogs, one of them being Jan Safar on the blue line. He's been so good for them since coming in. They've got so much offensive power as well. Geordie Wadrick, of course, leading scorer for the AHL last season. I know he's had some injury issues at times this year, but he's still such a dangerous offensive player to come up against. And you're right, that 7-6 win was a bit of an eye-opener, I think, for the Thunder, in the fact that the Braves scored 5 power play goals, and it just showed that they've got so much offensive power, the Brave, that if you give them any time on the power play, they're going to make you pay. And it was sort of one of those games they had no right being in that game, because the Thunder really carried the play 5-on-5, but then just got hurt so badly on the penalty kill, conceding 5 power play goals. And Darren, that'll be one of the talking points this week, is not letting Canberra get so much time on the power play.
Certainly. I mean, that's been a bit of a challenge for us right up into this part of the season, is our special teams, and we've done some tweaking. I've made a little bit of changes to both our power play and our penalty kill, and it's starting to pay off. But I think, there's a lot of depth within Canberra. You got a young guy like Casey Kabara, who's top of scoring for Canberra right now. Speaks volumes. I mean, he's fresh out of the junior league only, I believe, last year, and he's contributing the way he is, and right through the lineup, right through to 5 or 6. So we've got our hands full for the weekend.
Alright, so that should be a really exciting matchup. So once again, tickets still available at perththunder.com.au. But another exciting thing that's coming on Saturday, we actually have a pink jersey day. It's for Breast Cancer Foundation. The McGrath Foundation is who we'll be giving our proceeds to. If you have a little look-see here, it's the Thunder jersey's been kitted out in all pink. So you can actually bid on these jerseys. On the day, you can come out and you'll get the jersey right off the player's back, and you can get them to sign it on the day and take it home with you. So you can send your bids to, I believe, joan@perththunder.com.au.
That's right.
So it's quite exciting, fun, good for the community, I guess.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. And McGrath Foundation does some outstanding work, just providing breast care nurses around Australia, over 100 that have been funded for now around Australia, and just care for so many families affected by breast cancer, and it's fantastic. We've got a fundraising page set up as well via the McGrath Foundation page. You can look that up on our Facebook page. We've already posted that a couple of times today. So get donating. We really want to see as many bodies as we can in pink down here. It's going to be a really fun night.
And then we've actually already got some really high bids on our jerseys, so it's actually quite exciting. So if you really want one, make sure you bid, and the bids I believe start at $100. So get your bids in, just email them in, and you can actually also bid on the day. We'll have a little booth set up here near the front door, near the merchandise stand. So that's obviously this weekend, but from the past 2 weekends we've actually had two players with 2 milestones, both 100-game milestones for David Kudler and Jonathan Bremer. So we'd like to congratulate the boys on their efforts. So it's not just the team milestone, it's also a league milestone. So
and those two have been with the team since the start, and David's sort of been in and out of the side a little bit at times. Along with his brother, of course, who doesn't play anymore, but for the Thunder. But both of those guys, having spoken to them over the last few weeks, they're really thrilled to have been able to notch up 3 figures as far as games played is concerned for the club. And they're both young guys, so it could be many more if they can keep consistently playing the way they are.
Absolutely. So thank you for your time, fellas, and we'll wrap this up for another edition of Thunder Insider.